Chicago Bears. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Down, 50, plant.
Check 55, Mike. Yo.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, Alpha. Rock it.
Here's 2nd and 8. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Left 3.
Let's go. Fight.
They'll set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will score a pick 6 for Bears touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
I'm coming after you.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check safety.
61, match box, lights. Hey, team 6.
Fournette running out of the gun.
Coming for you, son.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here we go. 30 base.
Watch his flat.
Hey, high 7.
36. Line 36. You don't know no better. Jim.
They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Hey, Wahoo!
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Yeah, that's what I do. Mike, 55.
Right takes 3. 218. Chop. Deep grip.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Let's go now. 60 or.
Switch. Shift.
Greystone, travel. Go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Break.
53's Mike. Check 53.
Protein spill.
Start defense. Our time. It's our time.
Meanwhile, here a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Back at the 14-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Danny. Back.
Topper. Get it.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there for Chicago. 56 yards.
At the 31-yard line.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
51 to Mike.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Hey, shoot.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12 at the 21-yard line.
Set up. 15 Ronnie. 15 line.
That's the run. Good shot, baby. That's baby.
Now.
Here we go on second and 12. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 yards there and a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
General West. 5.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Steps away to his left. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Second and goal from inside the 5. Second and 4. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his third touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, let's go.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run on first down. Cohen, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get the ball.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Blue draw Corker.
Back to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Lions will take over. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen Hey, third down situation. Big third down alert. Lock in here. Fourth down play. Make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
On the ready.
55. Hey, eat. I got him. Undercrush.
80 weapon.
Bang.
Bravo. Shoot.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Ready.
55. I got it. Man left.
Snap.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. 23 yards for the touchdown, as they are now on the board here in the first half. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Leonard Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now back to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Recon, 132, fuck 5.
They'll run with Fournette. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming for you.
They're going to look to throw. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 79 yards as the Bears push further out in front. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
60 Pittsburgh.
Check 43.
22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as he'll go for 2. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Come on, man. Let's go.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Get up.
49. X3. 218. Chopper. 5.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Whip.
Now!
They'll run on second down with Cohen, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll drop to throw. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now second down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he completes it to Cohen. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Looking to throw. That's complete to Jake Butt. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. It's a first down following a gain of 3. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On play action, they'll throw. Dancing to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit? They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Line 36, and we're pretty quiet.
Back to throw here. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Smooth. 36 to Mike. All day, baby. All day. Shoot.
They're going to try and throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Let's go. 8, read.
Check. SOS.
5.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen His third touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Here we go, here we go. 60 outlaw.
Defense, let's go.
Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Here I come.
Yo, cheetah, cheetah.
Here I come.
Big rip, big rip.
He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock the outlet away and bring up 2nd down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now here's another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 48-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Y'all not ready. Shoot, shoot. "51's the mic, boy, 51.
Shoot.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way?
And my goodness, another interception. It's Desmond Trufant. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
18 Gator.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. And he'll find Hall. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
On the set.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go.
Set, go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll look to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Two draw quarters.
Let's go. Here we got Mike,
Go.
number 53. Mike, 53. It's our time.
Hey, Alpha.
Second and 5.
Let's go, D.
Flush to his right. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up second down. No, third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that,
Let's go.
frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He'll drop to throw. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Check hot route. Hot.
Get it.
They're going to look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off down near the 5. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
When you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Buster Screen. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check.
Go.
Check.
Back to throw. Buying time to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving him past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. Now back to throw, and the pressure gets to him again. Aaron Lynch, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Let's go.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here at 1st and 10. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Mike 51. Let's go. Watch tight end. Tight right. Hey. 4 down.
22 jet bomber. Hey, Delta.
51's the mic.
X3. 218, chopper.
Watch the safety crease.
Now.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The catch made by Miller. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
61.
First and 10.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
Watch the
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo
Exactly.
going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling.
And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 44.
The Bears take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready, break.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Let's go.
Go. Beat Griff.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Ready.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Under 10. 10.
Topper.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
Look at me. Zipper.
51 to Mike.
Let's go.
Second and 10. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bears, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.